They say you're not supposed to play with toys when you're an adult, but today seems like a good day to bring out the cruel whale. Hello everyone on YouTube, welcome back to Check This Out, the show where we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at and have a good time. I am Spooky Memphis, welcoming you back to more thrills and chills and spooky decks for Halloween. We have today a suggestion that was actually put onto the Memphis Discord channel, which was donated to us by Mr. The First Alchemist. This is a 60-card pure Fluffal Frightfur deck. So it's very much a going second deck where we're trying to hit our opponent with lots of damage. We're trying to summon as many fusion monsters and things like that on one turn and try to win the game right away. That's what this deck is about. So we have all of the various things that Fluffals like to play, and some of the cards you don't see quite as often in the deck. And the whole idea is we're going to go second as much as possible and try to win right away. So if you want to hear all the cards that are in this deck, that'll be at the end. But for now, let's go into yugioh Pro, show off the combos and the wombos and the what do's and the what not do's, and have a good time. So let's get started. Alright, it's time for the first opponent. Another day and another card game. Time to summon Fluffal Bear. He's looking very energetic right now. But yes, we want to try and go second with this deck. What was that noise? I heard a noise. Anyway, so what does our opening hand look like? Dimension Shifter is not great for us because we do actually like to have a graveyard, but I think I can play around that. We'll find out. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot with this hand, but I think I can still work with it. We're going to start by summoning Fluffal Penguin. This is a really good card in the deck because it lets me summon more Fluffals from my hand, which is very useful. It's also not a once per turn effect, so it's a really good card. So we'll use Fluffal Penguin's effect. One attribute of well, thankfully I have another water monster, but this is unfortunate. I was hoping to summon out my owl. Because when this is summoned, I can search out my polymerization spell, which is really important for Fluffals because they like to fusion summon. I guess I'll have to just attack and end my turn. I can't do anything else, unfortunately. I was really hoping to summon more monsters. The thing is, we're playing Fusion Substitute today, so I couldn't fusion right this moment, but it would have been closer if I had some more things. But, you know, we don't quite get the OTK just yet, but we're working towards it. And I do have the Frightfur Jar Trap card, which is a very useful trap card, because I can use this trap. I can discard one of the cards in my hand and then draw another card, and if it's an Edge Imp monster, I can destroy one of my opponent's cards. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but that's okay too. I can put one of my cards back into the deck now, so I don't have to have that card right now. But we'll use Edge Imp Chain here. Oh, Roland Lockbird. My opponent doesn't seem to want me to play my cards. Unfortunate. I guess I'll just attack and hope for the best. I don't know if Fluffal Penguin can beat over this monster, but maybe it can. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what my opponent's just playing a lot of cards that don't let me play, so it's unfortunate. We'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. Fluffals normally don't have a lot of trouble summoning out their monsters. It's just my opponent's playing a lot of cards that prevent me from searching out my things. What does this do? Manifested Mikanko. Add a Mikanko card. Okay. What does that do? Equip monster, can summon a Mikanko. Equip it with this card, return that monster, equip this card to the hand. I think I should try to stop that if I can. I'll use my vendor's effect. I'll discard my Fluffal sheep, I guess. I don't need that as much. I really hope I can get a Frightfur. That would be good. Oh wait, no, it was an edge imp. No, yeah, okay, that's even, yeah, okay. I was going to destroy this trap, but I think I should get rid of this card instead. I think. Yeah. And my opponent surrendered. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, everyone, that wasn't quite what we were trying to do, but I guess we did still technically win. I mean, my opponent was really trying to stop me from playing, but thankfully, well, normally Fluffals like to fusion summon a lot to get their wins. We're still able to play without them, so it's okay. We summoned this Fluffal penguin and this octopus. They're both cute monsters, and they were able to do the damage to my opponent. Maybe if my opponent hadn't spent so much time trying to stop the game from happening, he could have done more. I don't know, but let's go for duel number 2, and hopefully we can do what the Fluffal Frightfurs are actually trying to do, and hopefully we don't have to deal with more people stopping me from playing. Alright, second opponent, let's go do it again. Once again, we're going to try and go second, because that's what we want to do with this deck. Our opening hand is actually pretty good. I have the Fluffal Dog, I've got the Bear, I've got Edge Imp Chain. These are a lot of the cards we like to see in this deck, so that's good. And the jar is here again, and that was really helpful last time, so having that is a good thing. That's a good thing. In case I need it, I have it. What is this? Abyss Actor Dress Rehearsal. Add Abyss Actor and Abyss Script from spell to hand. Cannot summon except for... Okay, so this is an Abyss Actor deck. Okay. So he gets 2 cards for... I have a card very similar to this one. It's called Frightfur Patchwork. It does kind of the same thing as this. It's a little different, but they're very similar. So I guess this is... we're both playing similar decks right now. And this can be summoned once per duel. That's a really powerful card then. It must be. We can only play it once per game. That's a lot. Okay. So, my opponent's got is a curtain raiser into this director gentleman. Okay. So, we'll sit and see what my opponent's going to do. Mr. Editor will probably edit out a lot of what my opponent's going to do. Because we're playing second, and so the more important thing is what we're going to do to defeat this. Alright, it's our turn now. My opponent did quite a few things, but I don't think anything will be a big issue. I'm going to start by using Fluffal Bear's effect. I can discard that to get the Toy Vendor spell set from my deck to my field. This is one of our very good cards in this deck, because with Toy Vendor, I have 2 cards I can discard with it. There's a lot of things I can discard with that. But I'm going to go ahead and discard Fluffal Wing for this. This will let me draw a card. Unfortunately, that was Cotton Eater, but that's okay. We have 3 of a lot of our cards, and that's one of them. But we can use Fluffal Wing here. This is one of our good cards for just drawing a lot of cards. I can just banish Wing and a Fluffal to draw 1 card, and then I can get rid of Toy Vendor to draw another card, and then Toy Vendor will search another card when it's sent to the graveyard. So I get a lot of cards. Let's see. I want to get the Fluffal Penguin here. I think that'll work. And we're going to normal summon Fluffal Penguin. Fluffal Penguin's effect will activate, and I can't. Let's see. I think I really wish I had Cotton Eater right now. That would be so much better. Edge Emperor Fluffal. But I need. certain things. So I think I'll summon Fluffal Owl for now, because I do need a polymerization. So here we'll get Fusion Substitute. I won't be able to fuse just yet, though, because I don't have the right cards, but I can work towards it. And I'm playing Pendulums as well, so that's neat. Let's see. I'm going to activate Fluffal Angels. No, wait, I can't. No, I can do that now. This lets me revive one of my Edge Imp monsters from the graveyard, so we can bring back Cotton Eater. And then we're going to activate Frightfur Meister. I won't be able to Pendulum Summon, but that's okay. I'll use Meister's effect. I'll tribute off Penguin, and I can summon out Edge Imp Chain here. And then I get all these, and now I can Fusion Summon. And now I can summon a lot of different things from my deck. In this case, what do I want to do? Should I just summon out Kraken, Edge Imp, and a Fluffal? If I use these two, I can make Kraken. Or I can make the Sheep. I think I'll make Edge Imp Kraken for now. So yeah, we'll summon Frightfur Kraken. Edge Imp Chain is going to get me one of my spell traps, and we can get Frightfur Fusion. You can get a lot of different spell traps with this, but this is the one I want right now. The only problem right now is I don't have, I don't have Edge Imp Saber at the moment, which is a little unfortunate, but I should still be able to do something here. I just need to remember that these cards will be banished, so there's certain cards I want to play and some I don't. So let's summon Frightfur Daredevil by banishing 2 cards. So I can summon this creature. Okay, not bad. Alright, so now we'll go to the battle phase. Daredevil will attack Superstar, because he's the only monster I have big enough to do that. And that will inflict 1,000 damage to the opponent. That's nice. And this monster, Kraken, can attack twice in 1 turn. It's very powerful when you try to get that 1-turn knockout. Which I think I'll be a little... I'm slightly short of doing, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Cotton Eater can inflict burn damage, but I didn't have any Frightfurs in the graveyard when it was special summoned, unfortunately. So I'm very nearly... That was almost a 1-turn knockout, so that's what you're trying to do with this deck. It's much better than what happened last duel, but you get the idea. We're just trying to summon out a lot of Frightfurs, and having Frightfur Saber, the one that looks like a pair of scissors, that one's like the best one to have in the graveyard, because a lot of the Frightfur fusions require it to be summoned, like Tiger does, Wolf does, Bear does. So it's a nice card to have in the graveyard, as it is. So my opponent will have extras. Okay, I think that's okay. He already has his pendulum monsters all in the pendulum zones. Let's see. I do still have Frightfur Jar, which I might need. But luckily at the moment, my opponent can't use Mellow Madonna, but then he also has this spell, so... I don't, it's very... I'm not sure what's going to happen just yet. Alright, you're going to summon another Hyper Director. Should I do something about that? I don't know. I'm not an expert at playing against Abyss Actors, so... Maybe now is a good time to use this. Let's use Frightfur Vendor. We'll discard Chain, so its effect will go off, and... Okay, well, it's a dolphin, so I don't get to use that, but that's okay. I had to try something. Alright, so Madonna will come onto the field now. And then my opponent can put something else in the pendulum zone. Yes. Okay, so that's what that does. So does this do anything else? Abyss script is activated. Summon a Abyss actor from the deck. Okay. Well, I can still use Abyss Edge Imp Chains effect. Let's get Frightfur Patchwork. Or should I get Frightfur Fusion? That's a good question. Both of those are good cards to get right now. Let me think about that. I think maybe I should just get Frightfur Fusion for now. Just in case. See, that's the thing with this deck, is sometimes you want to have a lot of different cards in the graveyard, and we don't have that just yet. Okay, what is this? Super Producer. Main phase, target a face-up card, control, destroy it, and apply effects. Place deck into the field zone. Place Abyss Actor into the Pendulum zone. Okay. So now my opponent is going to Pendulum Summon. Okay. And you can Pendulum Summon quite a few monsters. Summon at least 2. Alright. And now he can use this effect. So he's going to destroy one of his cards and then get the field spell or get another Pendulum Zone. Okay? Destroy the Sassy Rookie. Okay, he got the field spell. What does it do? Reveal Abyss Actor Pendulum, Abyss Actor spell, add a script deck to hand with a different name. Okay, let's see. While you control a Pendulum summoned monster, any effect activated by effect becomes destroy a spell trap. Only use this effect once per turn. Okay, so I need to be careful with my monster effects. I think I can make that work. I still have Frightfur Kraken. That's good, but he still has that spell, so I'm not sure where this is going to go. See, this is why the Frightfurs like to win in the first turn. Because, well, they do have some of the cards that can interrupt the opponent. There's not as many cards for that. They're mostly about doing the battle damage, so it's kind of what you want to do is just win in one turn. So we'll see where this is going to go. Dramatic Story summons out this monster. Okay. Put that monster in the zone or destroy it. Okay. If this gets destroyed, you can add an Abyss Actor card. Okay. Alright, so now my opponent has activated Rise of the Abyss King. That has destroyed all my cards. Oh, both of these, how does this... Any monster that activated becomes destroy a set spell trap. So I don't think I want to destroy... Or I don't want to use Daredevil's effect, I don't think. Because that might... well, that would only make him get... Well, Actually, maybe I will use this effect. Just in case. I mean, I don't think this works, but... at the very least, I can have the attack of Superstar with my trap. Okay, so that will activate the ceremony, but that's okay, I think. Because I don't want him to gain any life points right now. That would actually be bad. I'd rather him not gain any life points at the moment. So... Something's happening. I'm not certain what. My opponent is very low on time at the moment. I hope they don't run out of time. Okay, so they'll summon Wild Hope. They get to draw 2 more cards, but will they have enough time to use those? No, I don't think so. They ran out of time, unfortunately. Okay, so now it's our turn. And my opponent has surrendered. Oh, that's unfortunate. You really need to manage your time, sir. I'm sorry, but time managing is very important to daily life. I think I was still going to win, though. I do have the Frightfur Fusion. I think I was right to search this. Because this was going to allow me to summon out my Sabertooth. And that monster's strong enough to attack the producer, and that would have won me the game, I think. So I still think I won that duel, even though my opponent, ran out of time and all that. So let's go for the third duel, and hopefully we can get that one-turn knockout that we're trying to do. All right, everybody, it's time for the third opponent, the fighting third or something. So once again, just trying to go second as we've been doing, and hopefully this time I can get that one-turn knockout that I'm hoping to get. Let's see, what are we playing? Mr. Rune. Okay, what does that do? Banish the top 4 cards of the opponent's deck or summon a Runick from the extra deck. Okay. I don't really like the idea of my cards getting banished because that's not really what my deck likes to do. Kind of reminds me of my first opponent trying to banish and stop my cards, so we'll see how this is going to go. Target a face-up monster the opponent controls, banish that monster in this card to the end phase. Card is added from the main deck to the opponent's hand except during damage calculation. Summon a token. Okay. What is going on? Oh. Wait, he can do this on my turn? I don't understand what's going on. Okay. Judgment Dragon. Okay. Oh, wait. That's right. It's not my turn yet. I'm sorry. I forgot. For some reason, I thought it was my turn. Okay, so Lightsworn and this Runick main creature. Okay. I'm not sure what this is going to turn into, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, now it's our turn. My opponent didn't do a whole lot. He does get this token, though, so... Okay. I want to start by summoning Fluffal Penguin. We'll summon Fluffal Penguin. And this returns monster, or it banishes monsters, which is not great, but maybe I can negate its effect. Oh, that's unfortunate. Runick freezing curses and banishing my cards. Those are 3 of my best cards. That's unfortunate. We're just gonna have to try our best, I suppose. I'm gonna activate Fluffal Angel here. Well, that negates Fluffal Angel, unfortunately, but that's the monster I was really planning to use, so that's okay, I think. I'm going to activate Frightfur Meister here. We'll use its effect to summon out Edge Imp Chain. We'll summon Edge Imp Chain, and I don't know if this will work or not if he banishes my cards. Okay, that works. I will summon out... Unfortunately, I need to banish these, so Chain won't work. But I can summon out Frightfur Cruel Whale. Let's see. Not yet. Okay, so I can destroy 2 cards on the field. So I'll destroy this one and this one, I guess. And we're going to use Frightfur Cruel Whale's effect. Once per turn, I can send a Frightfur card from deck or extra deck to the graveyard. And that will allow my monster to get stronger. So, let me think. What do I want to send to the graveyard? I could send Frightfur Vendor. Because if I do that, my monster will get stronger and his will get weaker. So why not? I don't see a reason why not to. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the one-turn knockouts I was supposed to get with this deck today. I mean, that happens sometimes. You just kind of have to play the deck regardless at that point. But oh right, this has another effect. This card's destroyed. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Destroy cards of the number of Lightsworn cards sent to the graveyard. Oh, maybe that was a mistake. We'll find out. I mean, at the very least, our deck is able to, consistently put out something. I mean, we have the Cruel Whale. This is a Lightsworn card, I think. Yeah, that's a Lightsworn card. Alright. I guess I'll end my turn for now and hope for the best. I still have Frightfur Meister, so that's something. It's not the best card in the deck, but it does have its uses, so... And I still have all my life points, so I think I'm okay. I think so. Okay. Okay, yeah. Wait, why didn't he... Oh, why didn't he attack? That's strange. Let me think here. I don't have Toy Vendor at the moment, so I'm gonna summon out Fluffal Owl. And this way I can start getting into my other cards. Unless this is something to stop me, which it might be. It seems like that happens a lot in this game. What is this? Lightsworn Barrier. Is this a Lightsworn? Lightsworn is targeted for an attack. Send the top 2 cards of deck to the grave. Target the attacking monster and negate the... Okay. I don't think that works on what I have at the moment, but maybe that'll be a problem in the future. For now, though, I don't have a Fluffal or a Frightfur enough. I don't know. The original polymerization's a little better in this situation, but this is what we're playing, so... Fusion Substitute, sadly, the monsters all have to be on the field. That's where the pendulums really come into, they're very helpful for that. Although you really need to have the Angel and the Cotton Eater for that. So what is this? Okay, that's a Lightsworn. This card sent from deck to the grave. Okay. He summoned a monster with 0 attack points. There must be a reason for that, I suppose. But that does let him use the barrier, so that's probably why he did that. I would say that's probably why he did that. So, okay, okay. I mean, he still has this token monster, which is definitely a slight issue because it is bigger than my Fluffal Owl. Okay, something else. What is this? Minerva. Oh, that's a bigger monster. Athenian Lightsworn. Lightsworns cannot be banished by card effects. Send Lightsworns with different types and deck to the grave up to the Lightsworns used as material. That's 1. And then Felis. Oh. Okay. Oh. That's not good. This Judgment Dragon. Well, that's going to be a lot of my life points, unfortunately. I gotta really hope that I can draw into... Let's see... I have a lot of cards that can save me, but funnily enough, 3 of them got banished. I could use Dog, or Bear, or my Toy Vendor right now would be really good. Those would be the cards I'd really like to get right now, so I can hopefully do something about this dragon. Let's see. Does this do anything if it's destroyed? No. Does this? No. Although this will do something else. You can banish 4 Lightsworns. Send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Why would you do that? Is there a reason to do that? Oh, he can... Oh, he banished 1 to send... Okay, okay. Alright. Got the Lightsworn Archer again. Alright. All I need to hope for is I get one of 3 cards. If not, I don't... Oh, what's this? Oh no, that's the card that negates things. That doesn't help me at all. I mean, I did draw a Fluffal Bear, which is good. But I don't know if that's going to... Okay. I'm not sure why they negated Frightfur Meister, but that's what they wanted to do. I will activate Toy Vendor's effect here. And when he uses its effect to discard Fluffal Wing. And we did draw Fluffal Penguin, so that's good. We'll summon out Fluffal Penguin. And then we're going to use Fluffal Wings effect. We'll banish the owl because I want to keep the bear just in case. Okay, Cotton Eater, that's good. We'll draw another card. And then Toy Vendor will search us another card. So this time we're going to get Edge Imp Saber. Yes. I think this will work, actually. I think this works rather well. We're going to use Fluffal Penguin's effect. This way I can summon out Dolphin. Because Dolphin can actually get me back my Toy Vendor, which is not a once per turn effect. I mean, it is a once per turn, but it's not a... It's once per turn, but not really. And we're going to send... I'll send another Saber to the graveyard. Okay. So now we're going to do... I'm going to activate my Cotton Eater over here. And then what I'm going to do... let me think about this. I'm going to Pendulum Summon... Yes? I think so. So we're going to Pendulum Summon Saber, Fluffal Sheep, and yeah, Fluffal Angel. So Saber, Sheep. What are the attack and defense of this monster again? I can't remember. I think it's a defensive monster. Yes, it is. Okay, so now that we've done all that, let's activate Fusion Substitute. And we'll summon out the Frightfur Tiger. We use as many materials as possible for this monster, because then we can... it's for every material, you destroy one card. So we're going to go ahead and use 4 of our cards. Yes, I think so. So we'll summon out Frightfur Tiger. Tiger will activate, and I'll destroy all my opponent's cards. Then Fluffal Cotton Eater here will let me draw a card, and as well, Penguin will let me draw cards, and Dolphin lets me get back one of my fusion spells. Yes. Yes. Alright, that works. That worked pretty good. Let's see. Do I have another? I have another fusion in the graveyard, yes? Okay. So now that we've done that, I think I can get... Well, it's not quite an OTK. It's still going to be cool. I can summon Frightfur Wolf here. And how this card works is that for every material I use to summon it, it gets an extra attack. So I can have this monster attack like 1,000,000 times or something. Something like that. But yeah, this is Frightfur Wolf. So that'll be the duel right there. It's an interesting duel, I guess. I mean, the fusions all did something, so that was great. So I'm going to have Tiger attack as well, because he earned us that win pretty good. So that was the Frightfurs, everybody. I think that's good. We didn't get... Well, let's do it one more time. We'll try to get the OTK. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but we'll try one more time. But yeah, well, we're doing pretty good. We're pretty good. All right, everyone, our 4th duel of the day. We're really just trying to see if we can get the OTK, because this deck can do that. It just hasn't, for whatever reason, happened today, which is unfortunate, but sometimes you don't get everything you want to happen, and you just gotta live with it. But it is we can OTK. I just gotta believe that. So we'll use Fluffal Bear here. We'll go ahead and get the Toy Vendor already. I do also have Fluffal Dolphin, so that's good. I really wish I could, I wish I had my Penguin right now, but maybe we'll draw into it. That would be great. Alright, that's actually just as good, actually. That's actually really good. So I'll get Fluffal Dog. Fluffal Dog will activate its effects to get the Penguin. That will get Penguin. Yes, so now we'll normal summon Fluffal Penguin. Is this actually going to get me... The problem right now is I don't have my polymerization spell, unfortunately. That's the only issue. At the moment, let me think. I've already used that effect. Yeah, I have everything I need except for a polymerization spell. Because I can revive Edge Imp Saber by putting a card on top of my deck. But unfortunately, that's not what I need right at the moment. I guess I'll just bring back Saber anyway. I'll put Dog on top of the deck, that way I know what it's going to be. We'll bring back Saber, I'll set this card, and I guess I'll just attack. It's unfortunate, if I had a fusion spell, I could have gotten into my Frightfur Wolf and try to attack a whole bunch again. Maybe I could have gotten the OTK, I don't know. Gravekeeper's Recruiter. Okay, Gravekeeper monster of 1500 or less defense. Add Necro Valley. Okay, I don't know what that does. So yeah, we'll just attack with all of our monsters and hope for the best at this point. Again, I was really hoping for the fusion spell. I have so many of them and ways to search them, but I just didn't, I didn't get them, unfortunately. But we'll see where this goes. I still have things. I still have Fight for Jar. As long as I have Toy Vendor, I can keep discarding cards to hopefully get the things I need. So what is this doing? Adding Necro Valley. What does this do? All Gravekeepers, 500 attack defense. Cards in the grave cannot be banished. Negate any card effect that moves the card in the grave to a different place. Oh man. Negate card effect that changes types or attributes in the grave. That's not really good for me, is it? That's actually really bad. That's actually not good. Thankfully, I have Fight for Jar, so I can do something about that, but this is... What is this? Control Necro Valley. Both players discard any monsters. Oh. Well, there goes Fluffal Octopus, unfortunately. You discarded a monster too. Okay. I mean, I think I have enough attack to win the duel anyway. But we should still try here. So we're going to use Jar's effect. Hopefully we can draw into an Edge Imp monster or something. Like Edge Imp Chain would be really nice, I think. I think that would work just fine. Okay, Fluffal Angel, unfortunately. But again, I think I still have enough attack to win the duel. Unless I'm mistaken. So we'll attack with Fluffal Dog and see what happens. Destructive Dharma Cannon. Oh. So that just puts all my monsters face down. Can I put them I can put this one face up. I can put Dolphin face up, but I can't flip these two. Okay. Okay, so now this feels like the first duel again, where my opponent's trying to stop me from doing things. At least a little bit. Necro Valley, oh. Okay, so it was just like the first duel. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, unfortunately, everyone, that's all the time we have for today, so we're going to have to go for the end screen today, and we'll talk more about this deck and what went right and wrong with it. Alright, everyone, so the 60-card Frightfur Party, we're going to call that as a 3-0, kind of, because the first and the last duel kind of fell flat to some degree, mostly because my opponent was more focused on stopping me from playing, which is really just bad game etiquette to stop the other person from playing. You know, it's kind of rude, to be honest. So, but the Frightfurs, despite them being older cards, can still do lots of damage, and they can still attack a whole lot, and they can do a whole lot of things so long as you get the right cards in your hand. And for the most part, we got those right cards in our hand. On occasion, if you don't get your fusion spells, it can get a little difficult to, you know, get everything you'd like, but with how many, like, things we have to search out the fusion spells, and other cards we have to search out other cards, it's usually not an issue. It did happen a couple times, but, you know, that's not typical. Normally, it's a matter of just getting one card or two and summing out lots of big fusions. So, Well, we didn't get to see everything this deck has to offer, because we never summoned Sabertooth, which is our big boss. I almost did against the one player, but that didn't happen. And we never saw, like, Frightfur Chimera, or Mary. We still got to see a lot of other things. You know, we got to see Wolf, who could attack, I think, like 5 or 6 times, and we got to see Saber, the regular Tiger. He helped out a lot. So, you know, we got a taste of what Frightfurs are capable of, and there's still a lot more they can do. So, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, if you like the Fluffals and the Frightfur monsters, consider hitting the like button and maybe leaving a comment talking about, like, what your favorite thing about Fluffals is. It really helps out the channel, and it helps. But Memphis likes to read the comments, and they make him happy. So, you know, if you want to just leave a comment about the deck or whatever you would like to talk about, it would make him happy. And so, yeah, don't also consider subscribing to the channel and stuff if you really like the channel and what we do. That would be really appreciated. And here's the deck list if you want to play this deck yourself. We'll go for it really quick, because a lot of these cards are, we play 3 of pretty much everything in the deck. Actually, we do just play 3 of everything. So it's 3 copies of Frightfur Meister, 3 Edge Imp Cotton Eater, 3 Fluffal Dog, 3 Penguins, 3 Dolphins, 3 Edge Imp Chains, 3 Bear, 3 Saber, 3 Scythe, who surprisingly didn't show up at all today. We have 3 copies of Saw, 3 copies of Owl, 3 Angels, 3 Sheep, 3 Octopus, 3 Wing, 3 Fusion, 3 Frightfur Patchwork, 3 Fusion Substitute, 3 Toy Vendor, and 3 Frightfur Jar. As for the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Frightfur Sheep, 3 copies of Frightfur Tiger, 1 Frightfur Wolf, 1 Frightfur Bear, 1 Frightfur Leo, and 1 Frightfur Kraken. 2 copies of the Frightfur Sabertooth, which is basically our boss monster of all of the boss monsters. He just didn't get to show up today. 1 Frightfur Chimera, which is a very interesting monster that takes a lot to make, but it's cool looking. I think it looks cool. We have 1 Frightfur Daredevil, 1 Frightfur Whale, and 1 Dangerous Frightfur Nightmare, which is another sort of boss monster this archetype has. And as for the side deck, we have things like Fluffal Mouse, which can summon additional copies of itself. But you can't special summon it except for Frightfur monsters that turn, which is normally not an issue. But it's really a situational card. Then we have a lot of spells that are for special summoning specific things like Fusion Deployment, Fusion Conscription, and Fusion Armament, which allows you to summon out monsters that are specifically listed on Fusion. So it's really just to get out, like, Edge Imp Sabers. These are all for searching out and or summoning Edge Imp Sabers. So if you find that you need Sabers more, then these are the cards to go for. And then there's Frightfur March, which is a counter trap, which negates things that target Frightfur monsters. And then it allows you to send that monster to the graveyard and summon a big fusion from the extra deck. It counts as a fusion summon too, so it's a really cool card. Which sadly you can't use on Tiger, because then it would be, like, really, really good. But you can summon out Cruel Whale, or Nightmare, or Daredevil, or Chimera. I think you can summon Chimera with this too, so it's a neat card, but it requires your opponent to, you know, to target your cards, and you need to get rid of your cards anyway, so it really depends on your preference. So thanks for watching, everybody. Tomorrow we're going to be playing another Halloween-themed deck, and we're going to be playing based off the new Hollow and Ween spirit monsters, or whatever they're called. I think they're spirits or something. But we're going to be playing that deck tomorrow. A lot of zombies and fiends and things. And it ought to be a good spooky time. So, thanks for watching. Spooky Memphis is signing out. I will see you guys again tomorrow, and later for stream I'm doing Little Nightmares, I think it was. Yeah, that's what we're doing too. So, thanks for stopping by. You have a wonderful day. A happy Halloween to everyone, and I'll see you again very soon.